And today we have baseball from Berkeley between the first place White Sox and the second place Phillies. This game is the last game of the year for both teams, and first place against second place. And Frank, what can we expect in today's game?
Well, we've played each other 5 times, and they've all been pretty close games. We've beat them 3 times, and they've beaten us twice. So it should be a real entertaining game. Each team has a couple of good pitchers, and their hitters are pretty well groomed throughout the lineup. So it should be a good, interesting game, fun afternoon.
Yeah, first place and second place here in the 11 and 12-year-old league. And this game originally set up for the beginning of the year, opening day, as we saw the parade, and then the game was supposed to follow, but that has been rained out. So we're going to go and show you the parade right now and come back to Berkeley for some baseball here on Continental Cablevision.
So I'm going to zoom out on something. Okay, widen out. Widen out. And cam left. 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 Come on, lady. Come on. It's only raining out. No big deal. That kind of sucks. Grown-ups in a Corvette supposedly. This is ridiculous. I'm going to zoom in up over there, or? No, let them walk in your car. Okay. Sorry, can't come to school. I'm sick. Somebody's gonna walk into the shop. Yeah, I'm truck. This is the truck. Get you guys in, right? Thank you.
On the flag, mark. Up. 2, 3, 4. Up. 2, 3.
Come on. Sean, you can zoom in on the group and then zoom out slowly. Okay.
Think that this is live, then you're doing like a lifestyle, so you don't want to jerk you.
Okay.
What? This is live, okay. So it is live.
We're live, so it says make sure you're doing it like you're live, like you're on, like you're like a working lifestyle. Just to do some zoom ins and zoom outs, you know, like she said that. Just do it like when we're doing a lifestyle. Looking at me sitting in that car with he's a big guy over 6. With these kids' face.
That's all right now.
Watch him run through like that. Thank you. We were actually recording something over there and I was saying I would advise that because there could be people walking back and forth. Well, just make sure you don't get your camera. Right. That's a good idea. Be that dog with the head on.
Make that turn.
Let's get like just the car that's over anyway. So you know, it looks like been covered. Oh my God.
I told you it wasn't going to rain. Relax.
How you doing? Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks, bud. Thanks. Dude, they took our pictures right here in the Berkeley place already. I wouldn't mind if it was overcast or raining. Kids are all going to be sick from school tomorrow. And people's going to be like, well, where are the children at? Oh, they're on the parade. 40 degrees, raining. If it didn't rain, they'd have all the floats. They got like all the paper floats. Right? Yeah, I mean. Baseball team. You guys got rain out today. We'll play it again in another day. Probably so wet they took them off. Hey, you know what? I don't think I'm going to come in tomorrow for cable. I think I'm going to call in. Just to mess with them. I know I'm scheduled for tomorrow. I'm sorry, I can't come in. I'm sick from yesterday. Picture of
Dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed, at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, if I can have one moment, please. If you could settle your excitement for one moment. We appreciate all the patience today. The weather was not with us, but baseball goes on, and we have our opening day. I would just like you to take about 60 seconds to bow your head, and please remember those that lost their life this week in Oklahoma City. Please, 60 seconds of silence for those that died. Okay, we're going to do some quick introductions. We all know that there's a board with baseball, and we're not bored of baseball, but we're bored with the rain. We can't forget to honor the people that help us out every year with baseball. We have Tim Griffin, who is the president of BYBA. We have Frank Tomaselli, who is vice president. We have Kathy Shablinski, secretary. We have Nancy Tomaselli, who handles the money. She's our treasurer. And I think we need to give a big hand to Dawn, who handles the pictures today. We also have a few honored guests. We have Tom Hoffman, Proviso Township Assessor. We have our illustrious mayor. And we have some trustees here. We have Dawn Furlan and we have Bill Doherty. And I don't want to forget Frank Casper either. We have our sponsor of the year is here. He is from Service Windor. If he would step forward, please. Here, is he here? Okay, here he comes. On behalf of Berkeley Baseball, we are presenting him with a plaque of our appreciation for helping us through another baseball season and being a great sponsor. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming out. We also have a special gift today for our Berkeley Baseball president, Tim Griffin. If he would step forward, Frank Tomaselli will present him with an honorary Berkeley Youth Baseball Association jacket. This is for all his hard work and time and aggravation and stomach acid that he's put out for this organization. We want to thank Proviso West Marching Band, IC Cheerleaders, St. John's Cheerleaders, the JCs, the Neighborhood Watch, National Bank of Commerce. I hope I mentioned everyone. If I didn't, I'm sorry. My cards are all washed up. And last but not least, and everything that everyone's waiting for, BYBA is delighted to welcome our Grand Marshal for 1995. He has broken NHL records held by Bobby Hall and Dennis Savard, and he is the only Blackhawk to score 100-plus points in 3 consecutive seasons. We welcome Jeremy J.R. Ronick. You kind of have to speak in it where you're from.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank all you guys for having me out here today. Unfortunately, the weather's kind of crummy, but it's great to have a town come out in the rain and still support a great thing like youth baseball. I hope you have a great season. Good luck to all you kids. Work hard.
Thank you.
All right.
If you would step out, we're going to fake our first pitch. We're going to have Jeremy throw in the official first pitch of the season, and Mayor Esposito will catch it.
Okay, and one last thing before everybody leaves. I'd like to thank Bev McNulty for doing the parade, as she does every year, and she does a fine job of it. Please, throughout the year, patronize all our sponsors, the ones that are on your back that paid for your shirts. Play ball!
Well, welcome back to Berkeley, sunny Berkeley here this afternoon after the rainy parade. Pat O'Sullivan again along with Frank Tomasello. Hope you enjoyed the parade, and right now we got a little bit of a muggy day for the first place White Sox and the second place Phillies. The fifth game of the year, checked out the sixth game of the year between these two clubs. As Frank had mentioned, the Sox lead 3-2 in this season series, so a little bit of revenge for the Phillies. And the White Sox, the first place team, Phillies the second place team. Do you expect to see these two teams if and when there's a playoff? Is there a playoff in this league, Frank? Or?
No, we don't have a playoff in
so
this
this
league.
is it. This is for all the
this is it.
and all the marbles are locked up. The White Sox can do it, and Philly's playing for pride today.
Exactly. Pride is at stake, and everybody's going to give 100% effort, I'm sure.
Absolutely. It's nice if you have to take second place to say, you know, at least we even the season series, so that didn't really hurt us in our drive towards the championship. Here in Berkeley, basically, I think the teams draw from Hillside and Berkeley and Bellwood. Is that correct?
We play teams from Hillside, but basically the kids in Berkeley, on the Berkeley teams, are from Berkeley, as the kids on Hillside teams are from Hillside.
Okay. So the Phillies take the field today, and some cheering going on the first base side. The Sox in the white T-shirts with the black pants will be the home. I checked at the visiting team today. They'll be batting first in this sixth-inning matchup. And the Phillies in their red with the blue pants will be the home team. And to lead things off for the White Sox, Frank, who's your leadoff hitter?
Our first batter is a little Alan Valdez. Alan is one of our better hitters, and a man that plays all positions, even catchers. As small as he is, he gets right behind the plate and grinds it out with the best of them.
The little guy's got speed?
Very quick. Good bat, makes contact, and he's a tough out. He's a good leadoff batter.
That's exactly what you want from a leadoff batter. Get the runner on, get some speed on the base paths, and make things happen. Maybe looking at a young Ricky Henderson there, huh?
We certainly hope so.
What's Alan going to be playing today? Is he behind the plate, or?
Coach Schmidt usually moves the kids around. Each inning they'll play a different position. They may go back to a position a second time during the game, but he tries to move them around and gives the kids a chance to learn all the fields, infield, outfield, as well as pitching and catching.
Absolutely, especially in 11 and 12-year-olds. These are basically 5th and 6th graders. And it's a development stage, and the umpire calls for the balls in, and in says Valdez for the beginning of the game here in Berkeley. So the White Sox, Alan Valdez will step up to the plate. 6-inning ball game, barring extra innings, of course.
The White Sox, I'm sure, hope that they could end it in 6 on the plus side.
And I'm sure the Phillies would like to end it in 4, maybe. Maybe is there a 10 or 15 run slaughter rule?
There is a 10-run concession rule. Correct.
After 3 innings?
After 3.5.
3.5. So Winston Valdez, and pitching for the Phillies is
Cesar Flores.
Cesar Flores. Lions in the pitch. Right on the outside corner, strike call. So a good start for the Phillies. First pitch into strike. Now working ahead of the batter. 0-1 to Valdez. That one a little bit outside, and evens the count at 1. Have you faced this pitcher yet this year?
We faced him one time. He pitched a couple innings against us. The kids are only allowed to pitch a maximum of 6 innings per week, so the coaches will usually split them up 2 innings a game to make sure that if they do get in trouble later during the week, they could use them longer if they have to.
2 games a week usually?
Usually 2 games a week. Sometimes there's been a couple occasions where there's been 3 in a week.
Mostly due to rainouts, I'd imagine.
Correct.
And the 2-1. Outside once again, so 3-1. Here's a 3-1 up high and a walk, so the leadoff runner gets on.
Does his job.
Alan Valdez taking first base, and in steps the number 2 batter. And I don't know,
Frank Tomaselli.
Frank Tomaselli. Yeah, never heard that name before.
No, I think I know that kid from somewhere.
The proud father's son stepping in, number 2. Squares around a bunt, trying to move the runner over. Can't get it down, and strike 1 the call. Tell us a little bit about your son, Frank.
Well, my son, his game is hockey, but he likes baseball. He struggles at baseball, but he always gives it his best. He's a hard worker, and he's getting better.
And most hockey players are. That one inside. And the bluff over the first. But Alan Valdez able to get there in time.
Now, these guys are no leadoffs, and they can't steal until the ball crosses the plate.
Here's this pitch high, so Cesar Flores running into a little bit of control problems early. As you get a look at the runner there on first base. This pitch just a bit high and a tad outside, so that'll run the count to 3 balls.
That was a pretty good eye there. That pitch was close to being a strike. It's a lot of patience to hold back on something like that.
There's a curveball grounded back to Flores. He fires the first. The runner moves to second. And a sacrifice for Frank Tomaselli. So with 1 out, runner moves to second base. And in steps the number 3 batter for the White Sox. That's Ryan Griffin.
Ryan Griffin also has a father coaching the team down at first base. Tim Tapback Griffin. We call him Tapback because in our Hillside Berkeley coaches game, Berkeley coaches were down by 9 runs, and Tim tapped back to the pitcher for the final out of the game. So we call him Tim Tapback Griffin.
He tapped back to the pitcher so they can hit the tapper after the game, I'd
That's
imagine.
exactly it. Right to Steamax.
And the first pitch to Tapback's son, Ryan Griffin, is in the dirt, ball 1. His second pitch, a curveball, got him. And it's 1-1. He just got a nice little curveball. It's got some movement on it.
Yeah, Caesar's a pretty solid ball player all the way around. Plays a good outfield. He's a good hitter, and he is a good pitcher too. Very mature.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball in there, strike call, and it's 1-2. So quickly, with 1 out and a runner at second, Ryan Griffin in the hole, 1-2. Berkeley Youth Baseball Association. 11, 20-year-old, what they call the Little Leagues. That pitch is high, 2-2 to Ryan Griffin. White Sox in white. Top of first, no score. The Phillies in their red. The home team this afternoon. Here's the 2-2. Called out looking. A nice pitch low on the outside corner. And Ryan Griffin will go down, and that'll bring up the cleanup batter for the White Sox.
Jonathan DeVino.
Jonathan DeVino, number 11, steps in. With 2 outs and a runner at second, so the leadoff runner is stranded at second base. And DeVino steps in against Cesar Flores. There's a pitch grounded towards short, scooped up nicely. Throw to first, not in time. And rounding third base, trying to score comes the White Sox. He's in there as the ball gets thrown around a little bit. So Alan Valdez able to score from second base on the wild throw from shortstop. Meanwhile, the cleanup batter, Jonathan Davino, goes to second base, and it's 1-0 White Sox. Yes. I had to do it, sorry. I am neutral,
I
but
don't blame you.
Had to do my hawk there.
That was a very good hawk. But I won't do my Harry Carey, though.
Oh, please spare us. Actually, I think the people watching this are glad we don't know the Phillies announcers so we don't start mimicking them as well.
That's true. Okay, this is Nathan Marshall.
Big smack towards center field. Gets by the center fielder. Around to score, Davino is in. It's 2-0 White Sox and a stand-up double. Nice hit right there.
That was a beautiful hit. Nathan Marshall.
Nathan Marshall. So the Sox pick up two with 2 outs, a couple of clutch hitting. And TJ Bukowski steps in for the White Sox, the number 6 batter. 2 outs, runner on second. And that's a third batter in a row we've said that to. First pitch is outside.
We tell our boys it hurts after 2. That's when it really hurts the most.
Absolutely. Again, the leadoff batter able to get on by a walk. That was critical. Valdez coming around to scoring. There's a smack towards center field. That's going to drop in there. Play at third base is not in time. Overthrown. Here comes a play at the plate. And that's not going to be there. So throwing the ball around a little bit are the Phillies, getting a little careless. And TJ steps on second base with a nice base hit, and it's 3-0 Pale Hose.
Well, we gave the boys a little extra batting practice this week, and it looks like it paid up. This is Doug Schmidt. His father is the manager of the team.
Curve ball inside. Boy, that had some movement. That barely missed. And you could see where it started out as Douglas took a seat, bent it away from him, but still a little bit inside. His first pitch had his eye swung on, and it's 1-1.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, take it.
Doug is our workhorse. He probably catches 60 to 70% of the games for us, and that was
Flores hung a curveball, and Doug just smacks it into left field for a nice base hit. And now he's trying to make a play at second. Here's the play, thrown away. And TJ Bukowski comes around to score. Ball goes into right field, and some good hustle right there. And they're going to run it in, get to the pitcher, and finally time is called as another run comes in for the White Sox. It's 4-0. Smart play.
Very good heads-up base running.
Doug Schmidt. He knew there was 2 outs. With a runner on third, he baited him to play him, and he did. And then in steps in Eric Weiberg for the White Sox. Runner on third, 2 outs, 4-0 White Sox. First lefty Flores has faced today. Curveball low in the dirt. Here comes Schmidt coming in to play at the plate. Not in time. The throw goes over Flores' head. And it's 5-0 White Sox. Some very aggressive base running by Doug Schmidt. I'd imagine being the son of the coach, you get to learn a lot of the intellectual parts of the game, and Doug exposed them right there. Knowing the situations with 2 outs, taking the chance.
Well, we work hard on them, and the important thing is these kids really pay attention when they're on the bases to the coaches. And it pays off. It pays off. We've rarely run into an out. If you notice, I was going to make a comment on that play when Alan Valdez was on second. It was a ground ball to the left side of the infield. He waited till the infielder picked up the ball and threw it to first before he broke to third. I mean, these are just small things that pay off big sometimes, as it did today so far.
Even in the big leagues, they still play what they call little ball. You know, as I mentioned, the leadoff batter got on, and they wanted to bunt him over right away. With nobody out and a man at first.
What did the Sox used to call that? Manufacturing runs?
Absolutely. And that's what these White Sox are calling it right now.
That's what we're doing.
So Eric Weiberg is 2-0, the count from Cesar Flores. Curveball, got him swinging. And it's 2-2, check that. Well, he's got a nice deuce at this age. I don't remember seeing much of a curveball, and it really fools the hitters as they tend to bail out. Fastball down the middle, got him looking, so strikeouts for Flores, but the White Sox get some good damage done, showing early why they were the first place team this year in the Berkeley Youth Baseball Association. And the 5-0 lead at the end of the top of the first. And the White Sox will take the field for the first time. The Phillies get a chance to get their wraps in.
Well, I agree with you. We are in first place, but it always didn't come this easy. I mean, we had a good inning there. We probably had a little more contact than we're used to. And some good base running, timely hits. Now we have to hold them.
Taking advantage, too, of some misplays by the Philly defense. A couple balls, they end up throwing the ball around a little bit too much. I'm sure their coach has to sit down and play a little more conservatively in the field. Pitching today for the White Sox, Ryan Griffin.
Ryan, I have to say that he's our workhorse on the pitcher's mound. He's got a little league rarity under his belt. 2 complete games he pitched for us this year.
Wow.
Entire 6-inning games. And there again, go ahead. He's a very coachable kid, great disposition. He wants to learn. He plays hard and never lets anything get to him. And you'll see if he does get in trouble, he just concentrates and gets himself out of situations.
Yeah, young kid that plays with a lot of poise then.
Definitely.
To use a cliche.
Definitely.
But I think he has an opportunity now maybe to pitch the whole game too. This is probably the only game this week. This is the last game of the year.
This is the last game, but I'm sure that Coach Schmidt would like to give a couple of other kids a chance. For example, our last game, we found a new pitcher that we never knew we had all year, and I'm sure he's going to get another shot in there too.
Yeah, especially with first place sewn up, you get a chance to have the kids play all around. And then steps in the leadoff batter for the Phillies.
This is Matt Benning.
Fastball, little low and outside, ball 1, but he's got some good heat on that one. The 1-0 to Matt Benning. Up high, did he hold back? Yes, he did. 2-0.
That was a good check swing.
But you got to remember when you're a kid, you just got to love those high fastballs.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's the only pitch I could hit.
Toughest one to lay off.
And you didn't have to throw him too high to get him up high to me because I wasn't a very high person.
That ball in the dirt, and it's 3-0 quickly. To Matt Benning, the leadoff batter for the Phillies, who trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the first. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff batter for the Phillies. .3-0 right in there. As Jonathan Davino, the catcher, holds the ball in the spot, making sure the ump knows right where that ball is, right down the middle. Good discipline, though, by Benning to lay off the 3-0 pitch. Here's the 3-1. That one's in the dirt, and for the second time this inning, the leadoff batter on with a walk. This time it's Matt Benning for the Phillies. Patrick Mahana will step in for the Phils as he digs in, the number 2 batter, trying to move the runner across. First pitch just a little bit outside. And
the coaches for the Phillies, while we got some time here, is Steve Horick is out at third base, and Dale Volker is coaching at first, and their manager is Phil Klassen.
Get a good look there at Dave, and first base coach. Pitch to Manahan, a changeup is high.
That was a changeup. You saw that. Ryan usually has a pretty good changeup. Those are basically really the only 2 pitches that we deal with the kids. We don't like them really to start throwing curveballs yet, although some of them do.
Yeah.
But basically it's just a fastball or a changeup.
There's a nice cut at it, but fouled off. A good pitch to swing at. Is fouled off there by Mahana.
Coach Schmidt will usually call for the pitchers from the bench. He'll give the sign to the catcher, and he'll relay it to the pitcher just like they do up in the big time.
Absolutely. Once in a while we'll take a look, and Davino will take a look at Coach Schmidt in the dugout, get the sign, pass it along. Building routes of communication at a young age.
Definitely.
There's a high fastball ground over to third base, just over the glove. And there's a runner play at third. Here's the throw, and they got him.
Nice play. Nice play.
Some aggressive base running there by the Phillies. Ends up hurting them as Benning was going for the extra base with nobody out. He's in to throw out. Nice play by the left fielder and the third baseman.
And on the play, Patrick went over to second base. Good heads-up base running. This batter here, the third batter, is Alex Klassen. He's the son of the manager of the Phillies, Phil Klassen.
First pitch is outside, a ball.
This is, even though Alex is only 11, this is his second year up in Little League. He played as a 10-year-old last year because he was a pretty outstanding ball player last year, so we moved him up.
That's good for everybody. Gets him some more experience instead of dominating the one league. So there's a nice rope up the middle to shortstop. Nice scoop, throw to first. In time, got him. Good play by the shortstop for the White Sox. There's 2 outs and a runner at third. Hey, boys, I mentioned Alex Klassen really smashing that ball hard, but right towards the shortstop, who made a nice scoop throw for the second out of the inning.
That was a great play by Doug Schmidt. Stuck with that. That was a short hop right into his mitt. This next batter is Michael Wyzorek.
Michael Wyzorek, the cleanup batter for the Phillies. Runner on third, 2 outs. Pitch right down the middle, fly to right field is a nice running grab made out there in the outfield. And another good hit, but this one's called out. Nice play by Eric out in right field.
Definitely a nice play. He had a run to his right, and being a left-handed catcher and battling the sun, I think he did a good job to stay with that one and get in his mitt.
Catching it on the run with the backhand against the sun. So at the end of 1 inning, the White Sox lead the Phillies 5-0. We'll be back after this.
Time to send for the federal government's free consumer information catalog from sunny Pueblo, Colorado. Philly has his, and boy is he proud. Yes, you'll become smarter with information found in your free catalog. It lists free and low-cost publications on topics like saving money, getting federal benefits, staying fit, eating right, even educating your children. For your new catalog, send your name and address to Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Makes a great gift.
What really caused the dinosaurs to become extinct? Was it massive worldwide volcanic eruptions? An asteroid crashing to Earth? A sudden change in climate? Or was it that they just weren't financially prepared for their later years? Make U.S. savings bonds part of your retirement savings program. Ask your banker or employer, U.S. Savings Bonds, the safe and easy way to make sure you're financially prepared for your later years.
Life. You're born, you're all potential like a blank slate. Fill it any way you want. You're like a lump of clay that can be molded into anything. Fill up your life. Just keep drugs out, huh? It's a life or drugs situation.
Why don't you come up here, Pumpkin?
What are you doing, Larry?
Well, Vince, I've asked my pumpkin to sit on my lap to prove a point.
And what is that, your Larryness?
Even if we fasten our safety belts, even if you hold on tight, even if you were watching the road...
Yeah?
In a crash, your pumpkin will be nothing but a squash.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Use child safety seats.
We love that little pumpkin to pieces.
Pat O'Sullivan back with Frank Tomaselli here in Berkeley for the second inning, and in stepping for the White Sox is Daniel Del Sol. He takes his first pitch, squares around a bunt, brings it back. And along with me is Frank Tomaselli, and Frank knows a lot about his league. His son plays for the White Sox, who lead 5-0 here in the top of the second. Nobody on, nobody out.
Daniel's the left fielder who suckered the runner going from first to second to try to get third on him when he bobbled the ball and made a nice play in the bottom of the first inning. He gets a runner at third. He really didn't sucker him. I just wanted to throw that in. It wasn't a set play.
It was a nice throw by him anyways.
Definitely.
Curveball swung out towards first base, backhanded. And the play at first, not in time, so some good hustle there by Daniel Del Sol, and the White Sox showing why they are going to take first place this year in the Berkeley Youth Baseball Association. In stepping in Vance Colbert. Check that, Vance Colbert. My apologies to the Colbert family. Runner on first, nobody out. Cesar Flores, the pitcher for the Phillies, lines in the pitch. Fake run out, a beautiful one right down the line. Picked up. The play at first is In time, they just did nip him right at the end, but a beautiful
It was a beautiful bunt, though, and I'm sure it was just a sacrifice to runner, but he had a good shot at. I think he would have beat that ball to first base if he didn't slow down to stop it first rather than run through the base.
Absolutely.
Probably would have beat it.
Yeah, you can overrun the base at first base and home base, and unfortunately, Vance was not able to take advantage of that one. But nonetheless, he does his job, moves the runner over. Some more little ball by the White Sox. And the next batter for the Pale Hose.
It's our leadoff batter.
Back to the top, and Alan Valdez. Alan walked last time up and ended up scoring the game's first run. Floor is wide, and the pitch is just upstairs, just missing ball one.
I know I can relate a lot to Alan when I played ball. I was at least his size or maybe even smaller, and I was always a first batter up. We're hard to pitch to. Very hard to pitch to.
Not a big strike zone. His ball two just pops in there right there. And that's, as a former Little League pitcher myself, I found that very frustrating. Especially the ones that get up there who are small to begin with and then bend over and have that Pete Rose crouch. The 2-0. That's high in just about anybody's league, so. Runner at second. Nobody out here in the top of the second. The White Sox lead the Phillies 5-0. Check that one out with the sacrifice, thanks. There's ball four, so runners on first and second with one out, and in stepping the son of our broadcaster here, Frank Tomaselli. Frank 0 for 1 on the day.
0 for 1 on the ground out, on the fielder's choice.
Daniel Del Sol at second base watches that pitch go in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 to Frank Tomaselli. Pitches in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Del Sol running to third, and wisely the catcher holds up. And I think they've instilled some discipline between innings. They didn't want to throw the ball around a lot. They got in a lot of trouble, and Patrick Mahana doing a good job there of holding on to the ball, and Del Sol taking third base with one out.
That was a good no play. I'm sure the coach had a few words for them not to throw the ball unless it was a sure out.
Pitch just outside. It's 2-1, and Del Sol and Manahan. Check that Mahana playing a little bit of games. Well, cat and mouse. There's a high pop fly to right center field. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. Del Sol's going to score. And Frank Tomaselli with a heck of a smack. As the throw goes to home, the runners advance to second and third base. So White Sox get another run in here in the top of the second with one out. Runners on second and third. And in steps Ryan Griffin.
Well, I have to say I'm proud of the little Frankie there. He's not really a contact hitter. He's had struggled at the plate all year, but I told him the scouts will be watching this game tonight and give it his best.
A primetime player. The TB comes on, he smacks one to right center field. Both outfielders for the Phillies playing their positions well. It's just one of those gappers that once you have a 10th player, a fourth outfielder, you're not going to catch that ball. It's well hit. And the first pitch is a strike right in there. Good looking pitch there from.
And Ryan didn't believe that call.
Well, we are a little bit out of an angle here. It looked good from here, but it could have been inside or outside. So Ryan steps in again. Runner at second and third with one out. Boy, he put a lot on that, a lot of mustard on it. Goes high, no play at the plate as the pitch is so high it gets away from Mahana. No damage done though.
It's tough to steal home here because there isn't a lot of room behind home plate, so the ball usually comes back pretty close to the catcher. It's a tough place to steal on both of these fields here.
There's a curveball low swung at. He got him, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he had him reaching on that one. I think he fooled him. He was watching his motion instead of the pitch.
I think one exception at stealing home base. I think Doug Schmidt took a run at it in the first inning. Here's a smash down first base line. Play at the plate out of first. And safe at home, so the White Sox get another run in. It's a nice hit, goes along to first base. Steps on the bag, play at the plate down in time, but another run in, and the Sox lead 7-0 with a runner at third, 2 outs. Jonathan Davino, who had a big hit in the first inning to drive in the first run of the game, steps to the plate. And last time up, he smacked one towards center. Got a lot of aluminum on that one.
Jonathan's probably one of the better hitters in the league here. He's a kid that it seems like everything comes really natural to him. That was a great hit.
Great
Between
looking
short and
swing,
third.
too.
Found the hole.
Kept his eye on the ball, a nice stride into it, and a second RBI of the game. The White Sox lead 8-0. As little Frank comes home. There's a good look there at Jonathan Davino. Just a nice, sweet swing. Found the gap between second and third. A good pull hitter. Second RBI of the game.
He's an all-natural.
It's like watching a natural golfer. He's got the nice, smooth swing.
Definitely.
Same thing there. And in steps in the cleanup hitter, Nathan Marshall.
Nathan Marshall.
He drove in a run last time up too, as he hit the ball towards the outfield.
Nathan's a good hitter. He's a big boy, as you can see. And our last game, he just missed putting a couple over the fence by maybe 1 or 2 biscuits in the morning.
Well, you're up 8-0. You've already got one in off the pitcher. He might be swinging for the fence here.
Well, he always swings for the bench.
For the bench.
I mean, for the for the fence.
Well, if you swing for the fence and you miss it, you'll end up on the bench.
That's exactly true.
I think
that's what I was thinking.
That's where you're leading us with that one, right? That pitch outside gets away from the catcher. Running to second base is Davino. The throw is not going to be in time. So now we have a runner at second with 2 outs. An 8-0 Sox lead. And it's 1-0. That pitch a little bit low out of the strike zone, but aggressive hitting right there by Nathan Marshall, and he swings at it and misses. Strike 1, and the count's 1-1.
Got him leaning on that one a little bit. That one didn't look like it was really in the strike zone, but he wanted some of it.
Good eye right there as he lays off almost the identical pitch and draws himself a walk. So first and second with 2 outs.
T.J. Bajkowski.
And T.J. Bajkowski will step in. He got on base last time. And I believe he scored a run, too. One of the 8 for the Sox so far off of Flores. There's a nice poke to right field. Boy, that got through the hole nicely. Misplayed a little bit. It's going to allow one runner to score. And smart play by TJ to hold up at first. Let the runner score. It's 9-0, and another runner advancing to third base. And quickly in the second inning, it's 9-0 in favor of the White Sox.
Good base running by TJ. I know he had ideas of going to second base, and with the play being in front of him, he knew that the right fielder bobbled the ball, but picked it up in time. He would have had him at second, I'm sure. This is Doug Schmidt again.
Nice poke to short. Easy play to second. They got him. And that's the third out of the inning. So the White Sox pick up 4 more, and we go to the bottom part of the second inning. The Phillies need some offensive production here as they trail 9-0 early.
There was another productive inning. Everybody came up and got some big hits. I'm really surprised at the way we're hitting the ball. It seems like everybody up and down the lineup is up there swinging today. They're ready for this. They're ready for their big debut on television.
Well, hitting is contagious.
Yes,
and
it is.
Like you said, they went to the batting cages late last week, and it's showing up here. And I'm really impressed with the knowledge of both teams, actually. Just some good disciplined base running, playing the little ball, trying to manufacture the little runs, which are just as big as the big runs, I guess.
That they are.
And you get a good look there at Ryan Griffin, the pitcher for the White Sox. Gave up a leadoff walk last inning. Left him stranded at third. He's able to get the next 3 batters out at the heart of the Philly order. And stranded last inning was Jonathan Davino. He's able to get the catcher gear on, take a couple of catches, and throw it down. Now, Frank, what's next for these players? Are there any sort of traveling all-stars or all-star game? Or
in Berkeley here we have the Williamsport tournament coming up. This is where you go within your region, out of your district to state, and every boy's dream obviously is to get to Williamsport, Pennsylvania for the World Series.
Absolutely.
And that starts here July 5th. And we have 3 Little League teams, and there are, I believe, 14 players, 12 players, and 2 alternates that were picked by the managers from the 3 teams to represent Berkeley. That starts up July 5th, as I said. Also, Berkeley is hosting its own tournament July 15th. It's a week-long tournament going to July 22nd. We've got teams from different towns, Darien, Brookfield, possibly North Lake, Hillside, and a few other towns that'll be coming in here to join us in our tournament. And if I may take this time, we're looking for some volunteers, obviously, for that week to help us keep score, run the scoreboard, do the PA announcing, and also work the concession stand. And if anybody's interested, and we do need their help, because the profits that we make from this tournament really helps keep the cost of registration down for baseball. So even if a parent does not have a child on the team, it would behoove them to come out and give us a hand and help us make a little extra money for Berkeley baseball.
And what are those dates again, Frank?
Pardon me?
What are those dates again?
The dates are July 15th through the 22nd. It's from Saturday to Saturday. And if they're interested, to call me at 544-0548 or to call Tim Griffin at 449-8968. And we'd appreciate it. This is Cesar Flores, the first batter for Philadelphia, for the Phillies.
Philadelphia. Yeah, Cesar Flores, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause. Fifth batter in the Phillies lineup this afternoon. I can tell you, as like many people watching, I'm sure a former Little League baseball player, that those tournaments that our teams played in, those were far and away the funnest times I've ever had playing little ball.
They are fun. I've only been involved in the tournament now for a couple years, and we've got a lot of the same towns coming back because they've had fun at our tournaments. We try to make it a lot of fun for the kids. We have good home cooking here because, as you know, people come from far away on a weeknight. They really don't have time for dinner, so we get them all set with hamburgers and hot dogs and Italian sausage, and there's trophies for the first place, second place teams, and it's a good time for everybody.
You know, I didn't get any dinner today either. I'm getting kind of hungry. So.
Well, we don't have the homemade stuff, but we do have some home running pizza and some delicious hot dogs.
Ooh. Anyways, back to the game. So I get my mind distracted there. Interestingly enough, I remember I played Darien a couple times myself. Back a few years ago, I remember playing. We hosted a tournament down in Palos, where I'm from, and Darien was there. Always a good team when I was there.
I was just going to say, they come in with beautiful uniforms, equipment bags, and they look good and they play good. They play as good as they look.
They still got that Detroit Tiger-looking D logo?
No, they didn't have that last year.
Then again, I'm talking about 1979 or something, I think.
Oh, you are ancient.
Yes, I am.
This is Danny Horick up here.
Danny looks at a fastball low, and it's 2-1.
Danny played for us last year. He's another one of the top hitters in the league. He's probably their workhorse on the pitcher's mound. He's another very mature kid. He throws a great changeup. He moves the ball around like a professional. He's a headsy ball player. Very good ball player.
Makes it real difficult for the batters.
Definitely.
Got a good looking stance, but Ryan gets a signal here, delivers fastball high, poked into center field. And the first base hit of the day for the Phillies with one out, taken there by Dan Horick. Must have been the coaching from you, Frank, from last year.
I like to think so. No, Danny's a great ball player. He's always been a good hitter, a real competitor. And to his father's credit, his father works with him quite a bit. So, and that makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
I mean, for these kids to come here and play 2-3 times a week and then go home and not have any help at all, they're really not going to go too far. It's got to start at home.
Absolutely. You don't have to wait to get in the league either to start throwing it around a little bit.
Well,
especially with baseball, it's like a lot of sports, it's a lot of repetition. The more times you get out, and even just playing running bases with the kids, something like that, it gets them aware. Just the intrinsics of the game and the little nuances of the ins and outs. You get some game smarts, I guess, that way.
Definitely. It's like I've told my son, this is it's a slow game. You've got time between pitches. It's a thinker's game. You've always got to be aware of the situation, who's on base, who's up, what you're going to do with the ball when it comes to you, where you're going to throw it.
Who is up, Frank?
This is Chris Penny.
Chris looks at a pitch high, steps out of the box.
I had to check. There's two Bennings on here. One's Matt, one's Chris. This is definitely Chris Benning.
And Matt's number 6. And Chris takes a nice swing there. And once he turns around, we'll get you his number. You can see the runner on first playing a little cat and mouse right there.
Well, when you're down by 9 runs, I don't think it's as smart to go too far away from the base.
Yeah, you need the runners, not the outs. Ooh, that one inside. Chris Benning hitting the deck. Stay out of the way. And the count goes to 2-2.
That was a heads-up play by the catcher and the first baseman. They almost got Danny Horick leaning.
Griffin gets the sign, chewing the gum. And the windup and the 2-2. That one's in the dirt. Check that was full count. I'm sorry, that's a walk. Chris Benning able to chug on down to first base. So runners on first and second with 1 out.
And up now for the Phillies is Brian Volker, whose father, Dale, is also a coach of the Phillies. We like to call Dale the official scorer because no matter what team he ends up on, he's always got the scorebook.
First pitch just a little bit low and away, ball 1.
He's just missing the strike zone, but he's missing it where you want him to miss it.
Right
down in right. If they do hit it, it's going to go into the ground, and that's what you're looking for. Keep it in the infield.
Here's the 1-0. That one too, just a little bit outside. It's 2-0. Bottom of the second inning, White Sox lead the Phillies 9-0, but the Phillies threatening with 1 out, runner on first and second, and a 3-0 count now to the batter. Brian Volker stepping in, 3-0. Everybody would suspect he's going to be taking here, Frank. Timeout's called as Ryan Griffin, the pitcher for the White Sox, wants to get a piece to get that nail file out of his pocket, scuff up that ball a little bit.
You don't want the umpire to catch it, so you got to shove it in there so he can't see it.
Swing on 3-0 pitch to first base, picked up, play at first, got him. Yeah, nice play by the first baseman there. That's Alex, I've checked that. That's Nathan Marshall, I believe.
Correct. That was a good play, and it was also a good hit. He went to the right side.
Moved the runners across.
Moved the runners to second and third.
Now stepping in with 2 outs.
This is Lamar Anderson.
It is Lamar Anderson, number 5 for the Phillies. 7th batter of the Philly lineup. Check that, the 9th batter.
Just the 9th batter.
Philly lineup.
Well, I didn't think we'd get this game in today, and I was kind of disappointed knowing that we probably wouldn't get a chance for our big debut on TV, but these fields are in pretty good shape. They held the water, drained the water off pretty well, and actually they look pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it looks in great shape. Not too hard either from that dust bowl we've been having the last couple of weeks. There's a pitch fouled off to the right side, right towards our...
Right on the truck.
Continental Cablevision mobile truck. And our cameraman there, not shaking at all. As you can look right there, the view that our cameraman gives you. He's the one that almost got nailed by that foul ball. So a strike to Lamar. There he is right there, waving to everybody, giving the we're number 1 sign. Fearless cameraman. Cast of thousands here for Continental Cablevision. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast of Little League Baseball here from Berkeley. Here's the pitch from Ryan Griffin upstairs. Lamar Anderson hits the deck. And the count goes to 2-1. Get a good look there, Lamar. And these two teams were already rained out. That one right there, and they got him 2-2. Nice pitch.
That was the pitch to hit. That was the pitch to hit.
Well, delayed call from the umpire. I was going to check my glasses if that one was a ball. That was a great pitch from Ryan Griffin.
He did. He took his time on calling that one, but that one was right there. It was very hittable.
Same pitch, but just a little bit more outside. Full count, runners at second and third. 2 outs. Boy, you hate to walk the number 9 hitter when you got the shutout going so far here in the bottom of the second inning. 9-0 White Sox. Ryan Griffin trying to get himself out of a little bit of jam here. 3-2 is hit towards second base, but the first baseman, Nathan Marshall's right there to snatch it. No damage done again. No blood for the Phillies. And at the end of 2 innings, it's the White Sox 9 and the Phillies nothing.
Janine woke up in a cold sweat with one thing echoing through her brain. Who was this guy in her bathroom?
Meanwhile, Barry was thinking, whose bathroom am I in?
Janine remembered going to the party the night before and getting smashed out of her mind.
Barry remembered getting drunk and acting really stupid.
Eventually.
The whole evening came back.
Oh, I must be really stupid.
I must be really dumb.
What did I do? How did I get myself into this?
Well, what did I do? How did I get myself into this?
What about...
What about...
What about AIDS? Then they both realized, much to their relief, that unlike the rest of us...
They were just cartoons.
Get high.
Get stupid.
Get AIDS.
Your first time as a Junior Achievement Elementary School volunteer can be a little scary. Can you get kids that young to think about their futures? Call us about volunteering, and you'll see. We'll supply you with training for this new program, and the kids will supply plenty of motivation.
If you don't use his car seat, your child won't be disappointed.
He'll be crushed.
Sorry, Chip.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Use child safety seats.
Time to send for the government's free consumer information catalog from sunny Pueblo, Colorado. It's chock full of helpful information. Write free catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
Pat O'Sullivan, Frank Tomaselli back in Berkeley for baseball. Eric Weiberg's texts in. We have a new pitcher for the Phillies. Why don't you tell us a little about him, Frank?
Well, this is Danny Horick. He, like I say, I've coached him. I coached him the last 3 or 4 years with his father. He's a real competitor. He's got a strong arm, probably the strongest arm out of anybody out of the 3 teams. He moves the ball around. He's got a great changeup, and he's got the baseball smarts.
Yeah, a nice deuce right there to Eric Weiberg. Eric, the only left-handed batter we've seen so far today. There's a nice pitch right in there.
We've got one other lefty on the team who's out playing in the Bahama League right now. His folks took him to the Bahamas on vacation. His name is Larry Tackett, our other lefty that we have, and he's a great hitter too, and we miss him. Hope he's having a good time.
And strike 3, so Eric goes down swinging. And then I'll bring up Daniel Del Sol. Started out the second inning with quite a bang and a nice hit. Ended up scoring one of the 9 runs for the White Sox so far through the end of 2 innings. Top of the third, they lead 9-0 over the Phillies. Curveball just missing inside, ball 1. Now that is a curveball, isn't it?
It looked like it broke to me a little bit.
Yeah,
It's hard to tell it from this angle, but I know he's got a curveball.
There's a nice little change of speed right there, but it stays upstairs. It's ball 2.
And the kid's got great motion. He really doesn't have a flaw to him. He was a fun kid to coach because he just everything came to him. You didn't have to waste too much time teaching him the fundamentals.
Well, a beautiful pitch right there, swung on and missed by Del Sol. That one on the outside corner. And real quick, it's 2-2, I believe, to Daniel Del Sol. High and outside, ball 3, full count.
It was a tough pitch to lay off of. It was close. But he laid off it and was just outside the strike zone, maybe a little high.
Yeah, Danny getting all fixed at the mound. You get another good look at Daniel Del Sol. Here's the payoff pitch. Curveball the outside corner, got him looking.
Came back and got him. Okay, this is Vance Colbert.
Vance stepping in.
Vance had laid down that perfect bunt, if you recall, in the
sacrifice last inning. Yeah, nice play. So the ump doing some maintenance repair work to the home plate area. And Danny Horick is ready to face his second batter. He's checked to face his third batter. 2 strikeouts. There's strike 1 right there. So 2 up, 2 mowed down. And they could use some good D right here. Best defense is not to put the ball in play.
Well, that's I was just going to say their defense could probably rest a little easier now.
That one a little bit outside. A ball called. It's 1-1. Nice day for baseball. Touch muggy, but the field's in good shape.
Got a nice cool breeze coming in.
Breeze.
So it is. It's anytime you can play baseball, it's a beautiful day for baseball.
That one high and inside, sounding a little bit by like Bob Johnson, kind of the father of American hockey. It's a great day for hockey.
You know what? When the kids are concerned, it's always a great day for sports. It's fun to coach them. It's fun to teach them.
It's fun to watch them too as
Definitely.
that ball goes outside.
Definitely fun to
Well,
watch them.
How many people are watching this game and just the only thing you think of is back when you were a kid, or
Right.
if you're involved now, how this compares to what you're doing now?
Yeah, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I think a lot of us relive our childhood going through this with the kids today. It was nothing but great memories for me, and hopefully we're developing great memories for them too.
Sure you are. 2-2 now. Boy, the way the White Sox hitting's been this inning is going to be a bad memory. Some good pitching there, though.
Definitely, that's the difference right now is the pitching.
Curveball swung on, got him. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. So at the end of 2.5, the Phillies mow him down 1, 2, 3 with 3 strikeouts. And it's 9-0 at the end of the top of the third. So we'll be back with the bottom of the third right after this.
The air dances with the waters, which brings the rain that feeds the land, that is home to the animals. All life dances together.
In a world so connected, choosing one environmental cause can be hard. Earthshare is 40 environmental charities working together. You and your company can help by calling 1-800-MY-SHARE.
All life lives, or doesn't, together.
Beginning of August already. There's a nice pitch swung on and missed. And it's a 2-2 count to Eric Salinas. This one's fouled off out of play. Nobody hurt on that one. And the count will remain 2-2 to Salinas. How many teams are in this league?
In our little league, we've only got 3 teams.
Does they play 12 games, is it?
18.
18. I'm good with math. 6 against each team. There you go. There's a ball low and it's a full count. Ball 4, and he walked him, so the Phillies able to get the leadoff runner on again via the base on balls. And then stepping in for the Phillies, number 10, John Behrens. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Lamar Anderson will take in for Eric Salinas, who's playing with a little bit of a bad knee, I guess. So you get the designated runner there on first base. Nobody out, 1 on. Ball gets by the catcher. Here's a play at second base. It is not in time.
Good pickup by the shortstop, though. It's a tough throw to handle. Nice play by Doug Schmidt.
One that bounces right about 2 feet in front, you don't know where it's going to hop, especially
exactly
after
true.
it rained like it did a little bit earlier today. You don't know if it's going to be a soft hop, a hard hop. So runner on second now with nobody out. Phillies trail the White Sox 9-0. Sox in the white T-shirts, Phillies in the red. And a 1-0 pitch. Ball outside, 2-0.
He seems to be just missing. I mean, he's not far off, but missing nonetheless.
There's a nice curveball, bounce towards third base. Scooped up long, throw to first. Got him! And Anderson will take third base without a play, and good play all the way around. Phillies get the runner to move over. The White Sox get a needed out. And in stepping in for the Phillies is number 6, Matt Benning. Benning walked first time up the bat. Good play by the third baseman right there. Just scooped it up, had a long throw, put it right on the money, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Who was that first baseman, Frank?
Nathan Marshall at first base.
Third baseman?
Third baseman is, you put me on the spot here.
Absolutely.
Like to see him make those plays once in a while.
Absolutely, good one. We have timeout on the field as a stray bullet comes in. Foul ball from the field next door.
Well, we got them. I guess they decided to get us back.
Tit for tat here in Berkeley. Now getting the signal, likes it. Lines and delivers. Slow curve, just misses. Boy, that's a good looking pitch.
That was a changeup, but he didn't fool him.
Here's another pitch. That one a little bit outside. It's 2-2.
2-1, I believe.
2-1. Ground ball third base again. The play is going to be at first base. Long throw in time. Got him. The runner scores, but they get the second out of the inning. And when you're having a 9-0 lead, I think Frank made the right play right there.
Right. You want to get the out and the potential for a big inning.
Now there's nobody out. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on.
Exactly. Exactly. This is Patrick Mahana.
Patrick, the number 2 batter, steps in. 0 for 1 today. Smashes it towards third base down the line, but foul. Boy, we got a lot on that one.
Got to say, the third baseman should have had that. Should have left his feet for that one.
I think he knew it was foul. He judged it real quickly. He really got around to that one.
Yes, he did.
Just a little too early. But he
Patrick
really ripped hard.
Mahana is another one of our or I should say my players. Real good ball player. He's a catcher. He's a big boy. Good hitter. Real good hitter, as you can tell by that swing there. Got that mean look about him though today. He's out to play today.
Absolutely. Ball upstairs high. 9-1 the Phillies trail. Patrick trying to get his team back into it. 2 outs, nobody on. That one a little low. It's 2-1. Some good fielding by the White Sox so far. Every play's been fundamentally sound.
Well, you hope to get that at the last game of the season, that the mistakes are gone.
Control missing a little bit here. It's 3-1. This might be Ryan's last inning. Maybe not. Depending on what Coach John Schmidt would like to do. The 3-1. A little bit low, he walked him. So Mahana will get on, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter in the lineup, number 12, Alex Clausen.
What they're doing here is there's 2 outs. He's their catcher. They put in a pinch runner for him that give him an opportunity to put the equipment on, so there's not much of a delay afterwards.
Yeah, there's a big stink in the pros, at least, about speeding up the game. As you can see, the runner running to first. And umpire spotting that one with 2 outs, and game on. There's a nice fastball, just tipped foul by Al Clausen. And it'll go to 0-1 right away.
Sure, Ryan would like to get Al with 2 outs here in the meat of the batting order coming up. Well, he fooled him with the changeup.
Boy, he pulled the string on that deuce.